Hello students, welcome to class 6, subject mathematics, chapter 4, basic geometrical ideas, lecture number 5. First of all, we will recapitulate whatever we have done in lecture number 4. In lecture number 4, we have learned about quadrilateral. That quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon. This we have learned because it is a simple closed curve made only of line segments. Okay, and as it is made up of four sides, so it is a quadrilateral. It has four sides, four vertices, four angles and two diagonals. A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral here. Now see, if any A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral, its adjacent sides are AB and BC. This is a one pair of adjacent side. Adjacent side must have one vertex in common. Okay, CD and DA. This is the another pair of adjacent sides. In CD and DA, vertex D is common. Now next is adjacent angles. Adjacent angles are angle A and angle B. This is one pair of adjacent angles. Means two angles formed by the one line segment. One line segment I am taking AB. From in the line AB, which two angles are formed here? Angle A and angle B. So these two are adjacent angles. Another pair of adjacent angle is angle C and D, because CD is a one side and two angles formed by this side is angle C and angle D. Opposite sides in which no vertex is common. AB and CD, no vertex is common here. AD and BC, in this also no vertex is common. Opposite angles in which no arm is common. Opposite angles. Angle A and angle C, this is one pair of opposite angles. Angle B and angle D, this is another pair of opposite angles. One more thing that you should keep in your mind while making any quadrilateral, that its name should be always in a cyclic manner. Okay, name that you will give to your quadrilateral always be in a cyclic manner. Okay. Now today's topic. Our today's topic is circle. In this topic, there are many subtopics such as radius, center, chord, diameter, arc, sector, segment. All these subtopics of circle we will learn today. So first of all, circle, definition of a circle. In geometry, a circle is a simple closed curve. A circle is a simple closed curve formed by a set of points on a plane. It is a simple closed curve, that we all know, because it does not cross itself and its starting and ending points are same. That's why it is closed also. Okay, it is a simple closed curve formed by, it is made up of set of points, many points. Okay, uncountable points on a plane that are at the same distance. These all points are at the same distance from its center O. Okay, whatever is the center of a circle, suppose its center is O, all these points are equidistant from the center O. Okay, I am repeating its definition. In geometry, a circle is a simple closed curve formed by a set of points on a plane that are at the same distance from its center O. And that distance is known as the radius of the circle. Means from the center to the circle, to the boundary of the circle, to the circumference of the circle. From the center to the boundary of the circle, this distance is known as the radius of the circle. Now next is diameter. The diameter of a circle is a line segment that passes through the center of the circle. That we all know, that diameter passes through the center of the circle and its end points lie on the circle. Okay, it has two end points and both the end points lie on the circumference of the circle. So two conditions must be fulfilled for diameter. First is it must passes through the center. Second, its end points lie on the circle. All the diameters of the circle have the same length. Now see figure of radius and diameter. Radius is from the center to the circumference. That distance is known as the radius. And what is diameter? Diameter is passes through the center of the circle and its two end points lie on the circumference of the circle. Always remember, diameter is the double of radius. Now next topic is chord. What is chord? A chord is a line segment with both end points on the circle. In diameter also, both the endpoints lie on the circle and in chord also. But in diameter, it is compulsory that the line segment passes through the center of the circle. Though in chord, it is not compulsory. A chord is a line segment with both endpoints on the circle. The diameter is a special chord that passes through the center of the circle. The same I have told you. Diameter is a chord. You can say that diameter is a chord. Okay, because chord's requirement is, its condition is that it both endpoints lie on the circle. So in diameter also. So diameter is a chord, but chord is not a diameter. Every chord is not a diameter. Why? Because chord may or may not passes through the center. Clear? The diameter would be the longest chord in the circle. Next is radius. The radius of this circle is a line segment from the center of the circle to a point on the circle. This I have told you. This is the distance from the center of the circle to the point on a circle. And what is the plural of radius? Plural of radius is radii. We will call it radii. 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 Now see the figure. Radius, diameter, this I have told you. Now see what is chord. Its two endpoints lie on the circumference of the circle, but it is not passing through the center. Next is arc. What is an arc? An arc is a part of a circle. It is very simple. We are not making a complete circle. We have just make a part of it, small part of it. That is called the arc. Sector. A region in the interior of the circle enclosed by an arc on one side and a pair of radii on the other two sides is called a sector. The region enclosed by the arc of a circle on one side and two radius, or we can say a pair of radii on the other two sides, is called the sector. Later on I will show you the figure of sector also, then it will be clear to you more. Okay, now segment. A region in the interior of the circle, sector and segment, they both lie in the interior of the circle. So segment is a region in the interior of the circle enclosed by a chord and an arc is called the segment of the circle. Sector is that region which is enclosed by an arc and a pair of radii. Segment is that region which is enclosed by an arc and a chord. Okay, that is called a segment. Circumference. The distance around a circle is its circumference, or we can say boundary of a circle is called its circumference. Now see the picture of all the parts of the circle that we have learned now. First is radius from the center to the circumference. Next is sector. Sector is a region which is enclosed by an arc and two radii. Now see, two radii are there, a pair of radii is there and one arc. Segment. Segment is a region enclosed by an arc and a chord. That is a segment. Then arc. Arc is a part of a circle, small part. Leave the tangent. Chord. Chord is a line segment whose two endpoints lie on the circle. Circumference. Boundary of a circle is called its circumference. Diameter. Diameter passes through the center of the circle. First condition. Second, its two endpoints lie on the circumference of the circle. I hope now every part is clear to you of the circle. Everything is clear. Okay? Now your homework is to do exercise 4.6 of NCERT in notebook. See the homework solution of exercise 4.5. Question number 1. Draw a rough sketch of a quadrilateral PQRS. Draw its diagonals. Name them. Is the meeting point of the diagonals in the interior or exterior of the quadrilateral? So let us do one by one. We will move one by one. First is draw a rough sketch of a quadrilateral PQRS. Drawn PQRS, one quadrilateral. Give name in a cyclic manner. Draw its diagonals. Draw its diagonals. Okay, opposite vertices. A line joining the opposite vertices. Name them. Name the diagonals, that is PR and QS. Is the meeting point of the diagonal in the interior or in the exterior? Means where these two diagonals bisect each other. Where is that point? That point I have given name O. So this point is in the interior of the quadrilateral. Now see question number 2. Draw a rough sketch of a quadrilateral PQRS. State two pair of opposite sides. In this two pair of opposite sides, PQ and SR. This is a one pair. Second pair is RQ and SP. This is the another pair. Now see two pairs of opposite angles in which no arm is common. That is angle P, angle R. This is a one pair of opposite angles, angle P and angle R. Another pair is angle S and angle Q. This is the second pair of opposite angles. Now two pairs of adjacent sides. Adjacent sides in which one vertex is common. PQ and QR. This is a one pair. RS and SP. This is the another pair. Two pairs of adjacent angles. Angle P, angle Q. And angle R, angle S. Clear? Thank you.